Greetings and welcome. This is Rajiv Makni on the Sale Guru Show, and we've been promising you big changes on the show, and every week you're seeing them, you're commenting on them, and which is why it's starting to look really interesting. My promise, lots more coming up. Our big review today is Cloud 11, the big launch that happened in India for the rest of the world. OnePlus 11 and 7 other products got launched out there today. We'll talk about that event, the new launch from OnePlus, the OnePlus 11 5G. Great looking device, absolutely wonderful in terms of design. Big battery, amazing camera, brilliant cooling system, powerful processor. And we'll also speak to Navneet Nakra. And then we'll move on to our very famous Qualcomm segment. This time I'm introducing you to an incredible app, the Swasa AI app. This is a class 2 medical device, very simple as cuffing into your phone to check lung health, cardiovascular health, a point of care tool, something that you may not have seen before. Keep your eyes peeled for this story. It is absolutely amazing. Of course, lots of news coming in from the world of mobile. So let's get started with today's show.
WhatsApp has rolled out a host of new updates to its status feature. You can now add voice messages such as cheers and laughter to your status so that people can always know exactly the kind of mood you're in. You can also react to statuses now to show your loved ones exactly how you feel with a simple tap of the button. There are also some privacy updates to WhatsApp which will allow you to curate the list of people who can see your statuses. You can also share a link in your status that can be previewed and thus is easier to view. All these updates are probably already on your WhatsApp, so if you cannot see them yet, make sure the app is updated.
I'm going to flip things around a little because I'm very excited with both the app as well as the potential of this app. We moved to our Qualcomm segment right in the beginning, and I'm going to introduce to you the Swasa AI app. This is a game changer. You can detect your lung health in 10 seconds. All you need to do is cough into a phone. AI processes the data to give you instantaneous results. It will help doctors diagnose patients faster. It will help detect COVID-19 and TB and other such lung problems. 5 clinical validations are under process. This is really the future right now. Now, COVID-19 changed the way we live. It forced us to turn online for literally every single thing, from entertainment to studies to even healthcare and healthcare apps. With the advancement of technology, we've entered a digital era and become more and more attached to our smart devices. Smartphones have now become such an integral part of our lives that we sometimes end up depending on them more than we should be, maybe more than even other human beings. It helps us organize our day, schedule our appointments, and be connected to other people. And now with the innovation in healthcare and the rise of mobile applications, there's a gradual growth in mHealth or healthcare apps. Numerous apps are now available to assist healthcare professionals in providing timely diagnosis to patients, patient management, and monitoring, among many other benefits. And smartphone apps have provided many benefits to healthcare professionals also. The most important one being increased access to point-of-care tools. And one such healthcare app is Swasa, a software-based class 2 medical device that is a screening tool for respiratory diseases. Now, this tool is as simple as a cuff into a phone. The person does not need to go to a public healthcare center or other medical facilities. A connected device is all that is needed. Swasa can be thought of as a point-of-care SAMD software for instant evaluation of respiratory health. It's similar to home monitoring for blood glucose and blood pressure for respiratory health. We met Manmohan Jain, CEO, Salsit Technologies, to tell us more about how this AI-based app works.
Doctors are harnessing the power of mobile phones and apps to improve healthcare services. The demand for digital healthcare, both telemedicine and healthcare-related software applications, saw a big boost during the COVID-19 pandemic. Smartphones and apps provide numerous benefits to healthcare professionals. Increased access to point-of-care tools has helped in decision-making and improved patient outcomes. Imagine you cough into your smartphone and that helps you identify the quality of your lungs within a few seconds. Hyderabad-based company Salsit Technologies developed an award-winning AI-based app Swasa that helps do that. Like other home devices these days to monitor blood pressure and blood glucose, Swasa is a software-based Class 2 medical device, or SAMD, as they are called, for instant evaluation of respiratory health.
The Swasa is a device that can analyze your cough sounds, and by doing an audiometric analysis of the sound, within a few seconds, you can get a quick read of your lung health.
Respiratory health is often overlooked by patients because of the cost involved in the battery of tests that they have to get done.
The traditional tests that have been used for respiratory health are they involve expensive equipment. You have like a CT scan or a spirometer or even X-ray. And to do that, you need to have an appointment, you need to have like a hospital or a clinic, and a trained technician.
Swasa was primarily used to diagnose patients with COVID-19. It has now obtained the clinical validation to check for TB as well. Work is in progress to get the clinical validation for ailments like asthma and bronchitis, among others.
Based on data and clinical validations that we are doing, is one by one we want to identify the likely presence of disease and which disease is it. So the Swasa can also provide likely indicator of pulmonary TB, COVID, and there's a clinical study going on right now in CMC Vellore, where an additional 5 diseases will be able to identify, like asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, interstitial lung disease.
So how does the AI-based app work?
Doctor or a healthcare worker, frontline healthcare worker, registers a patient, asks the patient to cough into the phone for a few seconds, and then instantly the result comes. A detailed report is available to the doctor.
Dr. Harshal Ramesh Salve, faculty member, Center for Community Medicine, AIMS, uses the app and finds it extremely useful.
It is an application, so it's a mobile in terms of its logistical issues, and it is very user friendly in terms. It's a cuff sound based AI system which is a built-in the Swasa app. So that helps patient, that reduces the time in terms of identification.
How does a doctor use the app?
App use the cuff sounds. That is the first thing. On the basis of that, they takes that one input. Second input, you also have to include the information related to the symptoms patient is having. Then some vital registrations in terms of blood pressure, your pulse pressure, your other fever and other related vital information feeds into the application. And we also need to fit in the demographics, the gender, the age, height, weight, BMI. So using all this information and using AI technology, the app, by using cuff sounds, it gives the sort of presumptive diagnosis with respect to the restrictive or obstructive lung disease or the normalcy of the lung function.
So it's actually as simple as it sounds. You download the Swasa app on your phone and register and simply cough into your phone for 10 seconds. Okay, so within about 10 seconds, it will give you an assessment of your lung health. Between 1 and 10, the lower the score, the better your lung health. Okay, I get an index of about 4, which is a normal and healthy lung.
The smartphone and processor plays a very important role in recording the cough sounds and analyzing the data. But how does it collate and scan the data? The team says Swasa is backed by the science born out of 7 clinical validations and international journal publications. Over 3 lakh assessments have been done on the platform, and the role of the processor is critical to get results accurately and efficiently.
Swasa primarily works on audiometric analysis of the sound, the cough file. So it is getting a high quality recording of the audio is very important, and the right technology in the mobile is important for that. A good processor that can ensure a good quality recording in real time, and a recording that wherein we can extract the relevant information. Swasa captures the cough file and then extracts various events and multiple data points in that audio file, and to that it applies a proprietary AI ML algorithm to get the result. Further, the process having good input-output and memory handling is important to be able to transmit the file to cloud in real time.
With the advent of 5G, the processor becomes even more relevant when we consider 5G enhancements to digital health, which will include real-time remote monitoring and instantaneous video consultations. With 5G, the audio of the person coughing can be recorded and there can be even real-time consultation with a pulmonary specialist if the screening shows high risk. Swasa was recently awarded the 12th Anjani Mashelkar Inclusive Innovation Award for developing the low-cost solution. The software has obtained patents from India and has applied for patents in other countries. The future of mHealth and healthcare apps is an area with immense potential. They can help get diagnosis faster and treat patients in a timely manner, reducing the burden on the healthcare workers. With camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir for NDTV.
Manmohan, I have to say, who would have thought that now you can diagnose patients with the help of an app? Welcome to the show, Manmohan, and congratulations on some incredible innovation. What is the technology behind analyzing the cough and how does the processor come into play?
So the way Swasa works, as I said, it's an audiometric analysis of the cough sound. So we look at the cough sound, we extract various events from the sound and multiple data points in the cough audio file based on time, the frequency domain, all those things to be able to identify a unique signature of the cough that we captured. And in doing all this, of course, the processing power and the quality of the processor and the capabilities it provides are all very, very relevant. So there's two aspects of this. First of all, it starts with recording a quality audio record of your cough file. So in that case, it is important to have good technology in the smartphone you're using so that we can record in real time high quality audio. So it is not just sufficient to have good quality microphones attached. The processor also needs to provide performance when we are using libraries like Media Recorder. Further, having good I/O, efficient I/O handling, and multi-core technology that allows for multitasking with low latency. All of this enables us to upload the cough file to the cloud in real time.
Wow, Manmohan, once again, absolutely fantastic. I'm so impressed with what you've done. Cannot believe what else you'll be able to do with it as you refine this concept. Now, Snapdragon is calling all you Cell Guru fans to join their global community called Snapdragon Insiders. This gives you access to the latest scoop on Snapdragon tech, a chance to connect with the experts behind the scenes, premium experiences, exclusive contests, and so much more. I've been a Snapdragon Insider for a very long time. You can become one too by simply following them on snapdragon.in on Twitter or on Instagram. And also give yourself a chance to win a OnePlus smartphone by participating in the NDTV Snapdragon contest at ndtv.com. Unleash your dreams. Let's take a quick break right now. When we come back, lots more happening on the Cell Guru Show. And now let's move on to our big review of the day. So this is what happened. OnePlus, the Cloud 11 event happened right here in India. The rest of the world tuned in for the launch, which was happening right here in India, which I think is a very proud moment for all of us. So this big launch from OnePlus, of course, there were many, many other devices. And through this show and the Gadget 360 show, we'll be bringing all of them to you. But today we'll talk about the big one. This is the OnePlus 11, 6.7-inch super fluid AMOLED display, dynamic refresh rate, fantastic top-of-the-line processor, a 50 megapixel main sensor with optical image stabilization, 48 megapixel ultra wide, a portrait tele lens, and it has Hasselblad's color science and portrait mode. Big battery, 5000 mAh, and a Superbook 100-watt charger. Prices start off at 56,999. We'll show you the product, we'll show you the launch, and then we'll speak to Navneet Nakra.
We are here at the Cloud 11 event where OnePlus has launched a plethora of products, but we care only about the OnePlus 11. It's a very good looking phone with triple camera setup. It is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor. But rather than giving you my first impressions, here is a detailed review.
OnePlus as a brand has moved from being a flagship killer to now sitting comfortably on the flagship throne. For the last couple of years, OnePlus's popularity has skyrocketed, and with the release of the OnePlus 11, the company seems to have outdone itself yet again. The OnePlus 11 has an extremely unique design, with its camera co-developed with the esteemed camera company Hasselblad. The back part of the phone has frosted curved glass that protects the build, while the front is protected by the Gorilla Glass Victus. The unique camera design makes the camera module a lot larger with its circular shape, but overall looks quite good. This means if your phone is lying face down, there's no way you won't recognize the OnePlus 11 immediately. The display of the OnePlus 11 is as usual top-notch. The 6.7-inch Super Fluid AMOLED display is vibrant and the video watching experience is amazing. The 3216x1440 QHD Plus resolution with 525 pixels per inch makes the screen pop. The presence of LTPO technology makes the refresh rate automatically vary up to 120Hz. Thus, doom scrolling on the phone is incredibly smooth. The OnePlus 11 also marks the return of the alert slider, a signature of the company that they had ditched in the last couple of OnePlus phones. While it might not seem like a big deal, we personally think the slider is a great addition, as the accessibility of putting the phone on silent or vibrate is just a single slide away now. The OnePlus 11 houses the powerhouse that is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor. Our review unit had 16GB of RAM and the phone was fast and smooth to use. Playing games like Call of Duty on the phone for about 2 hours didn't cause the device to heat up as much as we expected, primarily because of the vapor cooling system. The phone is definitely powerful, and due to it being one of the select few phones released in India with this new Snapdragon processor, the device stands out and is a good choice for those who want a phone with good all-round performance. The OnePlus 11's 5000 mAh battery is no slouch either, with the main selling point coming from the 100-watt Superbook charging. Charging it with the signature red cable and OnePlus adapter, the phone charges extremely fast. In our testing, we were able to go from a single-digit percentage of battery to nearly 100% in about 40 minutes, which is extremely good. If you use your phone a lot to game, take pictures, or just overall doom scroll, the phone's battery life will definitely surprise you, as you can easily go 24 hours without charging it even with heavy use. Now, while we have been praising OnePlus for its design, battery, and even performance, its main USP comes from its camera. The camera on the previous OnePlus models were good but not great. But with the OnePlus 11, the upgrade to the camera makes it a top contender. Co-developed with legendary camera company Hasselblad, the phone's pictures are extremely vibrant and crisp. The phone houses a 16MP front camera and a 50+48+32 rear camera. With modern smartphones looking to house a 200MP sensor, the fact that the OnePlus 11 doesn't and still provides amazing photos is a testament to its engineering. The main 50-megapixel camera is extremely intuitive and responsive, with both optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization ensuring you don't miss any shots while you're on the move. The fast autofocus and the fact that the colors captured seem more natural make this a contender for phones that are way above its price class. The ultra-wide 48-megapixel camera captures natural lighting really well. The shots taken are incredibly vibrant, and with the autofocus being extremely fast and accurate, you can capture scenery extremely well. Also, once the picture is taken, the details captured really pop with minimal noise. The 32-megapixel telephoto lens was also fun to use, as it captured people's natural skin tones and lighting really well without distorting the images. The selfie camera is definitely the Achilles heel of the phone, with the images being captured average at best. The camera automatically smoothens the skin, and the lighting also seems to refract quite a bit. This has been based on using the phone's auto settings, but overall the selfie camera doesn't produce the high highs of the rear camera. OnePlus as a brand created a niche for itself as a flagship killer, and this was primarily due to it giving flagship specs at incredibly reasonable prices. In the last couple of years, the company has ditched that approach due to its massive growth in popularity and has priced its phones on the higher end. With the OnePlus 11, this is different though. Priced at 56,999 for the 8GB plus 128GB variant and 61,999 for the 16GB plus 256GB variant, the launch price of the OnePlus 11 is lower than that of the launch price of the OnePlus 10 Pro. This, in our opinion, is a step in the right direction, as OnePlus's brand name was synonymous with the idea of flagship components at an affordable price. And with the launch of the OnePlus 11, they are returning to that very ideal.
So that was a detailed review of the OnePlus 11. We also caught up with Navneet Nakra, CEO, OnePlus India, and this is what he had to say to us.
I think on the price, as you're aware, OnePlus has always been a community-centric brand. And when we look at delivering the best product, we also look at bringing it at the best and the most affordable price for the specs that we offer. So this was really inspired by the community and the feedback that we got from them. I think what's happening for us in our digital lifestyle is consumers and our community members are constantly telling us that they are connected with devices. Now the devices need to be connected with them in a very, very simplistic manner. So the ecosystem that we've spoken about, 1 plus 4 plus X, is our promise back to the community that whether it's the phone, whether it's the watch, whether it's audibles, whether it's wearables, whether it's the TV or the new OnePlus Pad, we want everything to work together. So the ecosystem power really brings in better efficiency and more importantly brings in better control back to our consumer. So we want to be seen as an ecosystem player. Well, first I have to tell you, I'm a fan of the design of the OnePlus 11. It's so smooth, it's so, I would say, appealing and intuitive that while I've been testing the phone, it almost feels like an extension of my palm. It's so, I would say, smooth in terms of operation. I think with the Oxygen OS, we have taken the intuitiveness of the phone to the next level. And for somebody like me who's a photography buff, the Hasselblad 3.0 for me really does it in terms of this phone. I think when you look at Hasselblad, for an 80-plus-year-old Swedish company which has perfected photography, they were a natural partner for us to bring a natural color calibration, looking at every aspect of the next generation digital photography. So the team at Hasselblad and OnePlus have worked together. And please remember, like us, Hasselblad is a big community company as well. They look at every aspect of coming together. So I think it was a great fit for us to work together.
That then was the Cell Guru show for this week. Lots coming up next week. Do join me, Rajiv Makhni, on the show.